to Anna Hart's website, BorelliEtc. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. And as always, if you want to drop me a comment or a video for Mafia Videos of the Week, you can do it at bradtp@outlook.com. That's bradtp@outlook.com. Wasn't my best. That's
Mhm.
that was
There's a little bit of breaking news from Iran.
All right, we got here.
What we got?
The government's shutting down the morality police.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning.
Wow.
About
That's
time.
a really big step.
Now let them drive and go to
Now
school.
let the cynical Clyburn come out and explain.
And I don't think it will be enough, because if you have been following, which I have, the students have greatly taken over a lot of the protests, and yes, they are still going. It is uninterrupted until I don't know what number day we're on, honestly, but there have been a lot of people who have lost their lives, including children.
Yep.
And this is at least a little push, or a little a step in the right direction. And I'm cautiously optimistic, is the best way I can say.
Now
But
let me do this. Let me do the cynical thing.
all right.
One, for how long?
Mm.
And two, even if it's permanent, what are you going to replace it with?
Yeah, what's going to be the next?
Yeah, what's gonna be the next? Because they just not gonna go quietly into
because
that.
The deal is, if you was to say, which I know they're not going to do, that's why I'm so cynical of, you're getting rid of the morality police.
Mm-hmm.
The morality police was put in place for what reason? And I know, and that for anybody that don't know, so let me just go and say this. You're not getting rid of the reason the morality police was created. You're just getting rid of the morality police, which means if you're not getting rid of the reason the morality police was created, you're going to replace it with something else.
And it could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be better, Tracy, but like I said, my cynical reasoning is better for like 5-10% better. Like you remove a rule.
The students want the theocracy to go. They are chanting death to the dictator.
Yeah, but you saw the video that I showed which I thought I'd never see, but welcome to 2020, the 21st century. Sorry, forgive me. That there was a protest mob against the protest mob, in which they was flat out just hang them all.
Well, you always have opposition.
Yeah.
There's always.
But here's the thing, though. I don't remember who I was watching or some podcast, but they made a really good point. America loves to look at other countries and make sweeping opinions on what's happening there, because when it's not your country, everything is very clean, right?
Yeah.
It's very unnuanced. So we can say morality police being disbanded, and we'll just kind of label it like that. But then here domestically, we recognize all the different shades of a problem, because that would be like saying you're disbanding the police forces in the little cities and towns that were killing Black people. So it's like, yes, I'm glad the morality police are being disbanded, but you still going to have the normal police. And so they still have a similar responsibility. You're just getting rid of this unit that's terrible. Like here in Atlanta, we had a unit in the police force called the Red Dogs, and they were notorious for brutally suppressing and attacking the drug trade and the gang trade, right? To the point where they were just like vicious.
No, I'm sorry. Terrible timing of me laughing. I'm just seeing the next.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's levels to everything, and when you look at Iran, I don't know. I withhold a lot of judgment and opinions on Iran just because I can't trust anything that our media presents.
Right.
Because our media has been obsessed with working with our government to undermine any and everything in Iran. Like, it's kind of like you do with Cuba. If you starve an entire country of most of its ability to interact with most of the world, you don't get the healthiest version of that thing, right? You get what was able to survive. And that thing that's able to survive is oftentimes pretty ugly, right? Because it's got all kinds of war wounds. So I hope the young people are okay. I hope they're able to take over their government in as peaceful a manner as possible. And that the theocracy is able to begin to weaken. But not being part of their culture, I can't say that I want the theocracy gone. I want the people of Iran to have what they feel is best for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they still want to keep their culture with the hijabs and all that, that's them. Do you just have some human rights protections? That's it.
Parker, I have to move on with the show, but I am going to show your comment, your last comment.
Okay,
trust me, I am going to show your last comment. Please remind me at the end of the show about it.
We gotta wait to the end of the show. You get to see
yeah,
it. We gotta wait
because I know this show and I know that it would derail, and I got a lot of stuff to get through. I would say one thing about Obama he did was the Iran nuclear deal, which made it relevant between the two countries better.
And then the Republicans came right behind it
and tore it up. Yeah, we getting out of it. For what reason? Oh, because Obama said so. What?
Yeah.
We'll do. You ain't in office.
And what did we ultimately achieve, real quick, before you transition out? We made Iran unstable and desperate again.
Yeah.
And we emboldened Israel that we had documented proof was harassing and doing covert actions against Iran. So
and against Palestine.
Right. But I'm saying just on the Iran relationship. Like,
and Iran is supplying rockets to Russia. Iran is supplying rockets to Russia.
Right. Iran is supplying rockets to Russia. But we're
it's supplying a whole
rockets to Ukraine. So
it's tangled web.
Right. Because it's all proxy wars.
You know?
And you work with your allies. It's like America is so hypocritical. And I'm not saying that it's all right, wrong, or whatever, because everything has shades in it. But it's so hypocritical to say that we can have an allyship or a partnership with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, some of the most brutal regimes on the planet.
Hey, we sent our soccer team over there for the World Cup.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Parker, I did see your message that the United States did lose. So, yeah.
I don't even care about soccer, but
I know some women that the hijab is a sacred thing to them, and
it's their culture.
Exactly. And I also know there are women who see it as a symbol of oppression, and
I agree.
I can only just listen.
Like, but that's the deal. But that's the deal. And some women view abortion as freedom.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the deal. Is the world has this fundamental thing that my way is the right way, and if you feel that it's the right way, cool beans, knock yourself out. You do you. Not just
Marlon,
hey,
you're doing
whatever.
it wrong.
But the problem that this world has is I want to go further than saying my way is the right way. Mine got to go further to make sure that
My
you
way should be
do my
every way.
way.
Yeah.
And that's where the issues always come in. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to wear your job, wear your job. If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it.
But Marlon,
But Marlon, you don't
if you
live in
see
a
someone driving down